Okay, doing this video here on sorority sisters. So it's titled Bye Bye Shut Up. Okay, and it's titled that because you heard that they are supposedly after the 3 seasons that canceled, they won't be on VH1 anymore because sponsors have pulled out. They have invested so much in the show. And see, this comes back to classism. This what this is about. It ain't because this is black women acting ratchet, or because there's that, this is about classism, because it's about college educated sorority people. But I'm sure if it was the community college, or maybe they already got Love and Hip Hop and the other shows. I don't watch them, but I know they're on there. I hear what they're about. I listen to the reviews. So they've been shut up, mainly because um, the Greek the Greek fraternity and sorority overhead. Um, and the thing is, okay, Greek. Have you ever seen black Greeks unless they mulatto? And who be saying, well, I'm a mulatto Greek. Usually somebody mulatto with Irish and black, mulatto is Spanish and black, Creole and black, Cajun and black, mulatto like that, or European and black, Canadian and black, stuff like that. So, they have been, this is more due to elite association, um, so that won't reveal what is underground about. This what this is more about, due to him being a part of it. And then Priyanka and another one saying, oh, I didn't know I joined, what they said, a cult, and another word they use. That's why you can't have dance children. You can't. Stop making your children dance. Please. Go send them to college to go get an education. They just dance. Well, I didn't know. A gang. That's the word. I didn't know I was joining a gang. I'm about to be like the people on the other video. She from Alabama. Okay. All I do is I serve God. See, that's just too much literature and stress overhead. How the world you be a Christian and a Greek? Ain't that conflicting? That's what I'm talking about. All that literature, membership stuff that got all this extra. Like, y'all go back to the show, State of the Black Parent, Blog Talk Radio, put comma, go to the Pinterest board, look for the show about Brandon and Imogen. What? Brandon and Imogen what? It's very relative. Um, they supposed to have this anti-hazing going on. Mm. That's still too much literature. Mm-mm. Because it's like every step you make, you know what I'm saying, whether you're Catholic and AKA, whether you're Catholic and Delta, whether you're Catholic and, whatever you choose, you got, you know what I'm saying, you got to please, how do you come in the middle and please both of them? Are you serious? How you be a Christian with all the criticism and stuff they preach about in church? They just got certain people they criticize, so that's why Oh, yeah. And excuse the ones that BHF to be up in there. They say they received death threats, and they received it from people. You didn't. Obviously, you ain't doing enough studying. So they say other people that's within the Greek organization has death threatened them and everything else. They said they have received the cease and desist letter. Cease and desist. Cease and desist. That's a death threat there. That's a death threat. But it's supposed to be DESIST. I'm under the impression they said that Um, the girl, I don't know what the girl in the blue dress, Veronica, what did she do for you to threaten her? She didn't do nothing on the show. How you want these people to be? I mean, gosh. This is people out in the world. So the question was asked to me. Somebody, they don't know much about the stuff. And it was like, well, would you let yours pledge? Fuck no. No. Don't ask me a penny. I'm not pledging nothing. Of course, I know I hear people be out there like, well, that could help them get their resume. Oh, you, you got to find some alternative way, or they going to, network with you without the letters, whatever like that. Anybody got time to be living all tattooed up in the mind fucked and shit like that? Hell no. That's why I call this bye bye and shut up. Cause that's what they basically have been. Um, the show was a controversy before, and a lot of people, yeah, like K Michelle. It's just the fact that I guess because ain't nobody knew K Michelle was part of no sorority until she's till later on, or maybe somebody did research and anybody really knew that. I don't remember that in no episode from when she first came on, so it wasn't no big dealio. But I guess somebody found out later it's a rumor, so it don't matter. But if you come on mentioning that your sorority or fraternity up front, then oh gosh, I tell you. But people gonna be human. What you thought you gonna have items? Come on now. And my thing is, okay, why is it with these okay, they did it in the model of Greek. Why you didn't use tribes in the motherland or countries in the motherland? Um, you know what I'm saying? Something in the motherland. I guess that was the only way to make the HBCU. You have to, assimilate. See, that's why that's how stuff is deceptive marketing, and people get upset and we think I'm hating. No, you trying to be conniving. You know, that's all part of a assimilation with the I'm not discouraged. You know what I mean? You could get an education, but you know what I'm saying? It's including Greek stuff, and it's all come in cooperation of assimilation. This ain't about you really embracing your black heritage. You want to embrace a certain fraction, a certain class of your bloodline, and you want to do enough to make it in between the line of being with the whatchamacallit, the Euro rejects, and your African Americans, and the Africans that you may have to do a project with, or so whatever like that. So please, well, that's important. Why it's important for you not to be dense. Watch this show here. Um, I just not about to believe they just joined and they just was talking the history of the Greek and became a Greek like that without doing something to test their loyalty to the organization and stuff like that. Um, so you want to say you didn't know you was part of a gang or a cult, whatever. They're gonna do stuff, but besides have you sign your name in ink for you to test your loyalty. Um, and I seen Matoya and April. They was catty on. They were just so annoying. The real thing was they was annoying college educated catty people. That's the thing that got me on the show. They just was just like, okay, just pretty much what I said basketball wise. That's on a show like I talk about on Brandon and Imogen Watch on State of Black Parent. That's pretty much if that was more organized and produced, where you see the sorority people actually doing the philanthropy that they say they do, but Catholics do philanthropy too. Um, um, so if they were doing more productive stuff where they wasn't as idle and cat picking, and oh, if you had something to tell me, you should have told. I gave you the opportunity. You should tell me then. It was like, okay, you should have let it go. They ain't said to you, they told it to somebody else or whatever, expressed it or whatever like that. Let it go. It was no big deal. And Priyanka did not do a good job. She said she do dance and theater, but she did I. Mm, that could be for a local production or something like that. Um, and then my thing with Shayna. Okay, it's Arkansas. You can draw a Caucasian sorority. What's the big attraction of joining something that's all black? Like, some things just need to be kept that way. It's like, okay, it's already bad enough. Y'all already come in. We gotta deal with the assimilation. You gotta deal with the don't hurt their feelings, and you gotta be extra catering to them. And oh gosh, Okay, you graduated from a town with 13 people, but I don't believe the school you went to just had all black sororities, or just the only sorority was a black one and you had to be in it. Oh gosh, you could have found something more neutral being in, but then the thing is, it is Greek, black Greek, and then because they probably get grants and they're corporate and all that, then they gotta go under that, if you got 50 more employers that you gotta be, what that thing is, if you got, you have to get there and, the no discrimination policy or whatever like that when you got 50 or more employees. So, oh gosh, this too much. That's more than, that is too much trigonometry for real. Trigonometry and literature. That, yes, for real. So, don't even ask me how I think about it. You already should get the idea from hearing what I gotta say. I did the video on it because, like I said, people gonna be asking. Some people really don't even know what a sorority and a fraternity is. Um, am I surprised? Yeah. Maybe unless you're 18, 16, 15 years old. But usually, that was the thing I heard a lot of people talk about growing up. Have relatives that are in them. Um, you know, some have been on various, whether it's been AKA, Delta, or whatever like that, but, I wouldn't let mine be on it. I don't know what go on it. They never discussed it unless it was a public function. I don't know what go on in it. I know there was, they love to wear the colors a lot. They love to wear the pink and green. Most of the people that love the cream and whatchamacallit, they want that for everything. They want it for their birthday party. They want it for everything, everything. When you get them a gift, you must get the gift with, this color, this theme, or whatever like that. That's how they are a majority. Not all the time, but they can be like that a majority of them. So I'm just like, um, so definitely, let me know what's your thoughts and your replies. I'm sure people still after this are gonna be desperate for their children to go into a sorority and fraternity because, people name their children names so they can get a job. So, even with all the backlash, it ain't gonna wake people up in the masses. So, I done gave my ink on, I done gave my ink on it. Okay, TTYL.